Icebreaker speech, Karthik Kulkarni.
Time pass. This is what one of my friend and ex-colleague said when we were playing a competition like, and somebody asked, describe Karthik in one word. So he just said time pass. Like I really got angry with him, but did not say anything to him at that moment. Came to my place, did some kind of soul searching. Couldn't realize what my purpose and passion for life was. 30th May 1987, on the holy day of Ramzan, I was born when mullahs cried Allah. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and invited guests, somehow this is not a prepared speech, and it is intentional that it is not prepared, because throughout my life I have not been organized, even if I wanted to be. Somehow this flavor of being impromptu has been throughout, clinged on to me. And even if I try to come out of this, I have not been able to. So I request you all to say at the end of my speech as to what I am. For the most part of my life, I've been in this place called Mysore, which needs no introduction. And I don't remember whether I have gone to kindergarten and what I did probably till my third standard. I have no memories at all. Sorry for this. Probably I was suffering from amnesia and my parents could not find it out. And coming back to my parents, I've always been proud that I have been from a very humble and an intellectual family background. Both my parents were writers and voracious readers. We had a publication in early 80s back in Mysore. But somehow, after I was born in 87, that closed. Probably I'm a bad omen to them. They haven't said it explicitly. So, in fact, the biggest feather with my father is like he has written a novel which has preface of U.R. Anant Murthy. For all of you who doesn't know who U.R. Anant Murthy is, he's a Jnanpith awardee and a very, very famous Kannada writer. Moving on, I have a sister who has always lost just to see me win. She has sacrificed her dues just to see that I get everything. I hope someday in my life I do a payback to what all she has done to me. After my 7th standard, I joined the school called Marimalapaz High School, which is like one of the best schools in Mysore and probably Karnataka also. And there I came across students who were like very intelligent and most of them were bookworms, but they were really studious. And throughout my life, only one thing which has interested me is it has been either English or social studies. I was only good at these two subjects. But like any other parents, my parents wanted me to be an engineer or a doctor. Come on guys, like apart from medicine, even to this day, I don't know anything in this. But somehow they really wanted me to do this. In spite of me scoring, I scored a 99 in my social science, and that's the only best thing or proud thing which I've done till date. In spite of knowing that, they asked me to go, study PCMB combination in my PUC. But I was really interested to be a journalist, and like there was a course of this done by Times of India, and like I had done all the research on that, and I had brought these papers back home, and my parents scolded me black and blue, and they just wanted me to be an engineer. So with great difficulty, I somehow managed to score a pretty decent ranking in the entrance exam, and I went into an engineering college called Vidya Vikas Institute of Engineering and Technology, again back in Mysore. That is, that's some kind of a college where you don't get into good colleges of Mysore and you still want to study in Mysore, so you just go to that college. I did that, and my life became a smog then. I didn't know what to do. So for the first 2 years, I was just like, I had to go to the college. I thought it's my duty. I thought like I'll flunk in my first 2 semesters and somehow they'll send me back home and my parents will also realize that I'm not good enough for engineering and they'll also think of other plans. And like since maths was a I thought let me take this as a challenge, guys. What's maths? So I decided to do something like this integral calculus and differential calculus and all. And like before the first semester maths exam, I said to my friends, "Come on, guys, what's maths? I'm sure I'll score 100." And the paper, it was pretty tough. And I just wrote for 1 hour and went off. And like all my friends came after the hall and asked me like, "Hey man, you went off so early. What happened?" I said, "Come on, guys, it was so easy. I scored somewhere around 75. Results came out. I flunked. I scored just 22. So, and friends would be dying to what man, you said 100 and you just scored 24. And moving on, I did some kind of fest in my 5th semester where we could attract sponsors somewhere around 1 lakh people, and we had some guests invited from Infosys and all that. And I did this something called Computer Society of India, which is something like an IEEE equivalent. I was the founder president of the organization. So something which I was proud of. And later that helped me to crack the campus interview also. Coming to my hobbies, I have this habit of writing poems, and we had no job with our previous employer. So we jammed up and we made those poems into songs. So and I also play crosswords and quiz. Coming back to where I am now, with my previous employer I really had a tough time and like a psychopath team lead. So I thought I'll not get any IT job and it's like pack your bags and get out of this industry. Somehow I came to Motorola and I was interviewed by a person who doesn't know Java for a Java post. And today I'm here at Java. I hope you people won't disclose it outside this room. So that's it. And today the best thing has happened to me is that I'm with Crystal Talk Toastmasters. And I hope at least after this, my life has a purpose and a passion, which is as clear as this crystal. Thank you.